Two people have been arrested on suspicion of deliberately having started a wildfire near Paris in the famous forest of Fontainebleau. Hundreds of firefighters then are working today to contain the flames, which have already burnt through nearly 2,000 hectares of land and forced the evacuation of around 1,000 residents. Well, France has been battling bigger fires this year, particularly in the south of the country. But what makes this fire exceptional is its proximity to the capital, to Paris. Well, let's speak to our senior reporter, Catherine Norris Trent, who's on the scenes covering the fire for us today. Catherine, you and I spoke yesterday. You were there on the ground there as well. Give us a sense then as to what feels different today, and tell us a bit about what's happening just behind you.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw there in the introduction just behind me, one of those firefighting planes, a Canadair. There's another one coming in right now. I'll step aside and let you look. They are scooping up water from the River Seine, and they're doing that on rotation every few minutes, and they're taking these thousands of litres of water and dumping it on the massive fires, which are still blazing in the forest of Fontainebleau, the biggest forest in the Paris region. Now, compared to yesterday, I have to say there are fewer plumes of thick smoke from the immediate fire area. We've been driving around here with my colleague Ashraf Abid before we got here. There is still smoke in the air. There are still lots of firefighters on site, 800 firefighters taking place in this massive operation. Lots of roads closed off when you go in the forest, but it seems that some of the thickest smoke is dwindling. Now, whether that's down to the weather conditions, the strong winds, it's difficult to say. It's still a very active firefighting scene, but it seems like it's somewhat less intense than on Sunday and Monday. It has burnt through, though, more than 2,000 hectares of forest so far, and it still is a very significant operation.
And Catherine, look, there are firefighters from across France who've been mobilised to try and fight this blaze. As I said, this isn't the worst fire that France has seen this summer, but it's drawing particular concern because of its location. It's unprecedented, isn't it, to have a fire on this scale in the greater Paris region?
Yeah, this is the first time that these firefighting planes have been used in the Paris region. They're often used in summer in France, in the south of France, in hotter climates. But the fact they're being used here just shows how much of a concern this is. The biggest forest area in the Paris region, 60 kilometres south of Paris. So, of course, that's attracting a lot of attention. And people are very worried about that. And especially also, we don't know exactly what caused it. There are strong suggestions from authorities, from police, that this could have been deliberate. I mean, 2 people have been arrested on suspicion of arson, and the fire seems to have been set off in around 10 different locations, the Interior Minister says, within a 1 kilometre radius. So that is raising suspicions that this was indeed deliberate, and that is also, of course, sparking huge concerns.
All right, Catherine Norris Trent for us, reporting for us there live from the efforts to contain that fire in Fontainebleau. Thank you so much.